God, forgive me. Period. I was asking for signs when you sent me signs. I believe you knew those signs would fail to convince me. And so my repeatedly asking for signs is not to be a surprise to anyone, especially to you, period. So, I am grateful for the signs you have sent me, period. I ask that you forgive me for asking for your help, because that assumed that you were not already helping me. You are helping me with these migraines. You are helping me by not giving me the things that I want. You are helping me by having me feel so isolated and alone, period. You are helping me perhaps by turning to modern science for a cure and not trying to be special with a miracle, period. If you do want me to not take the medication, please send me a sign before I speak to the medical practitioner to get the medication, period. This medication also does help with depression and anxiety. I felt that I should not treat these symptoms with modern science, but I saw that a simple pill could change my whole perspective, and maybe with a different personality I will be of greater service and more humble to you. I remember that when I had money, I would leave dollar bills around for people to discover. It is easy to be generous and kind when your life is easy and the universe is kind, but can you do that when things are not going your way? I apologize for thinking that you were punishing me or that you were rejecting me, because I can't imagine that you would do that. The fact that I haven't gotten a convincing sign must be your will, and I must humbly accept that it may never come. I must also humbly accept that you may not exist. That is the true humility for me, at least. To say I don't know, and maybe there's no sign strong enough to convince me. For any sign that would be strong enough, I might just chalk it up to insanity, period. I may be beyond seeing a sign and feeling your love in this lifetime. I humbly accept that, and I apologize. I hope you'll forgive me for my eagerness to feel your love, period. Perhaps if you wanted me to feel that love, it would have already been felt. I humbly accept the situation. I will pray for signs, but I learned from the pill that I took that one can be very fervent and directed towards something, but then drop it immediately if it doesn't happen. And that is what I aim to practice in my life, fervently pursuing connection with God, but also fervently accepting if no connection is made. I am grateful for this opportunity and this insight. I ask you to forgive me for my anger at you and my victim story. I am just a human, and I need your help. Each time that I am claiming that I know that I made a mistake, that life has gone wrong, and that I am sorry, or that I'm resentful, either way, that is arrogant. It's claiming weed and weeds. It's claiming I know what's good and bad. I don't know whether I made a mistake. Yes, I didn't get joy from those finite forms, but maybe that moved me to this moment, where I can pray for the joy, peace, and love for others, even those I don't like, especially those I don't like, and I can pray for peace, peace, patience, acceptance, truth, tenacity, and curiosity, and compassion, and harmony, and humility. Pray for my future self to have that. the life I'm heading into, a room that does not seem to have any storage space, and not a good place to watch TV, but a peaceful space. I really want to have a quiet mind. If I am working toward or praying for some finite form to be delivered upon me, or judging a lack of finite forms, I'm not opening to the infinite formless. I totally get why I chase those things and judge those things, but that's not brought me peace, patience, acceptance, tenacity, truth, tenacity for God, compassion, humility. I want to find those things, and so I pray that this simple place I'm moving into can help me to be a simpler man, more humble man, quieter man, less judgmental, less striving, less lamenting, less victim stories, less attempts to rescue, less labeling of persecutors. I think there's understandably a lot of fear around other people and around the future. And so, and this idea for a 12-step program, we admitted we were powerless over the future and other people's behavior and what they think of us, and our lives have become unmanageable through our attempts to control the future and other people. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to peace. Made a decision to turn our will and our planning and worrying over what other people think of us over to the care of God as we instead him or her. We made a searching and fearless inventory of our anxiety patterns and worries about other people. We admitted to God or Goddess, to ourselves and to another person, the exact nature of our compulsion about the future and other people, our image. We're ready to have God or Goddess remove all these from us. Humbly asked him or her to remove our need to manage the unmanageable, made a list of future concerns that had taken over our lives, the various worst-case scenarios, contingencies we made, and willingness to release these, return to the present wherever possible, except when doing so would injure ourselves or others. Return to set aside what people think of us, except when doing so would injure ourselves or others. Continue to notice when we had drifted into the future or image thoughts, and admitted it, sought prayer and meditation to improve our contact with God or Goddess. If they have a will, or it has a will, or he or she has a will, we'd like to know what it is and to carry it out. And if not, assume that it's to find more humility and compassion and patience. Step 12 had a spiritual awakening and try to carry this message to others if God approves in such steps.